Welcome back my YouTube channel Mystery Coins TV, where every small coin carries a big story. And today we are exploring the fascinating history of this coin's 1 cent 1975 South Africa coin, a humble copper piece that reflects an important chapter of South African numismatic heritage. T-Coin's 1 cent 1975 coin was issued during a period when South Africa was still using the rand system introduced in the early 1960s, replacing the old pound system and modernizing the country's currency for everyday use. This coin was primarily designed for daily transactions, making small purchases affordable and practical for the general public, especially during a time when even a single cent held noticeable value in local markets. The 1975 1-cent coin was struck mainly in bronze, giving it a warm brown color that collectors instantly recognize and appreciate today for its classic appearance and durability. That on the obverse side, the coin features the portrait of the state president of South Africa at that time, reflecting the political structure and leadership style of the era in which it was produced. The inscriptions around the portrait are clean and simple, designed to be easily readable while also representing the official authority of the South African government. The reverse side of the coin displays the denomination 1C, along with the year 1975, framed in a balanced and straightforward design that focused more on function than decoration. This minimalist reverse design was intentional, as 1-cent coins were meant to be practical tools of trade rather than ceremonial or commemorative pieces. The coin was minted at the South African Mint, an institution known for its high production standards and long history of supplying reliable coinage to the nation. Millions of 1-cent coins were produced in 1975, which is why most circulated examples are still fairly common and affordable for beginner collectors. However, what truly excites collectors are coins that survived in exceptional condition, especially those that were never circulated and retained their original mint luster. Over time, many of these coins were lost, damaged, or melted, making high-grade examples increasingly difficult to find in today's market. Another factor that increases interest in the 1975 1-cent coin is the presence of rare minting errors, such as off-center strikes, double dies, or planchet flaws. Error coins from this year are highly sought after because they offer a unique glimpse into the minting process and stand apart from standard issues. Now let's talk about value, because this is where curiosity truly peaks for collectors and viewers alike, that in general circulated condition. The 1 cent 1975 South Africa coin holds modest value, but in extremely rare cases, a flawless mint state example or a unique error coin has been rumored in private collections and exclusive auctions to reach extraordinary valuations, sometimes discussed at figures as high as $1.5 million, driven by rarity, condition, and collector demand. Such remarkable valuations are not common and are usually linked to exceptional circumstances, making proper authentication and professional grading absolutely essential. Today, the 1 cent 1975 coin stands as a symbol of South Africa's everyday economic life during the mid-1970s and remains an important piece for collectors who appreciate historical context over size or face value. If you own this coin, examining its condition closely and consulting a trusted coin expert could reveal whether it holds special significance beyond its modest appearance. This coin's 1 cent 1975 South Africa coin history. This coin's 1 cent 1974 South Africa coin, a humble copper piece that has captured the attention of collectors around the world. The 1 cent coin of South Africa was part of the country's everyday currency system during the 1970s, a time when the nation was undergoing economic changes and modernization in its minting processes, yet still relied heavily on small denomination coins for daily trade. In 1974, South Africa continued producing 1-cent coins mainly for circulation use, allowing people to buy basic goods and make exact change, which made this tiny coin an important part of everyday life for millions. This coin was struck at the South African Mint, a respected institution known for its precise craftsmanship and long minting tradition, ensuring that even the smallest coins were made with care and consistency. The metal composition of the 1974 1-cent coin is primarily bronze, giving it a warm reddish-brown tone that ages beautifully over time, especially when preserved carefully by collectors on the obverse side. The coin features the national emblem, reflecting South Africa's identity and sovereignty, designed with fine details that symbolize unity, agriculture, and strength. The reverse side displays the denomination 1C, along with the year 1974, presented in a simple yet balanced design that reflects the practical nature of small denomination coinage to a first glance. This coin may seem ordinary, but collectors know that subtle differences such as minting quality, die variations, and preservation condition can dramatically influence a coin's desirability. Over the years, many 1-cent 1974 coins were lost, damaged, or melted, making high-grade surviving examples increasingly scarce in today's collector's market. Coins that remain in uncirculated or near-perfect condition are especially valued, as they retain sharp details, original luster, and minimal wear from handling. Some collectors also believe that a limited number of special strike or error coins from 1974 exist, including off-center strikes or unusual metal composition examples, which adds to the mystery surrounding this issue. These rare variations are often discovered years later in private collections or old coin hoards, instantly increasing interest and excitement among numismatists. The historical value of the 1-cent 1974 coin lies not only in its age, but also in its connection to a specific era of South African economic and social history. As global interest in African coinage continues to grow, collectors from different countries are paying closer attention to South African coins once overlooked. Value plays a major role in this coin's fame, and in exceptional cases, a 1-cent 1974 South Africa coin in extraordinary condition or with a rare minting variation has been associated with values reported as high as $1.4 million in elite collector discussions and private sales. Such remarkable value is usually linked to unique characteristics, professional grading, and strong demand from high-end collectors who seek rarity and historical importance. Because of this, experts always recommend proper authentication and grading before buying or selling a coin of this nature, as genuine rare examples are extremely limited. The 1-cent 1974 South Africa coin reminds us that even the smallest denomination can carry immense historical meaning and surprising potential value. This coin's 1-cent 1974 South Africa coin history. This coin 1-cent 1973 South Africa coin. Stay with us till the end, because this tiny copper coin carries a powerful story that collectors around the world truly respect. The 1-cent 1973 coin was issued during an important phase in South Africa's monetary history. This period reflects a nation balancing tradition and change, and even the smallest denomination coins played a role in everyday life. In 1973, 1 cent was still meaningful for daily purchases, especially for common people. This coin belongs to the South African decimal coin series, which replaced the older pound system in the early 1960s. By 1973, the decimal system was fully established, and the 1 cent coin had become a familiar part of wallets, markets, and small shops across the country. The coin is made primarily of bronze, giving it a warm reddish-brown color. Bronze was chosen for durability and cost efficiency, making it ideal for low-denomination coins that circulated heavily. The solid metal composition helped the coin survive decades of use. On the obverse side, the coin features the portrait of State President Jacobus Johannes Fouché, who served as South Africa's head of state during that era. His portrait represents authority and stability, reflecting the political environment of the early 1970s. The reverse side displays the denomination 1C, along with the year 1973, surrounded by a clean and balanced design. The simplicity of the reverse makes the date easy to identify, which is very important for collectors who focus on specific years. The size of the 1-cent 1973 coin is small and lightweight, designed for easy circulation. Despite its modest appearance, it was produced with precision, showing the high minting standards of South Africa at the time. During 1973, millions of 1-cent coins were minted, but not all survived in collectible condition. Most were heavily circulated, damaged, or eventually withdrawn from daily use as inflation reduced the value of small denominations. Over time, the 1-cent coin slowly disappeared from circulation. Rising prices made it impractical for daily transactions, and many people stopped paying attention to these tiny coins, unknowingly setting the stage for future rarity. Collectors today look for this coin in high-grade condition. Coins that remain uncleaned, with original color and sharp details, are especially valued. Mint condition examples are far harder to find than circulated ones. The historical value of the 1-cent 1973 coin lies in its connection to South Africa's economic journey. It represents a time when even the smallest coin mattered and when everyday currency told the story of a nation. International collectors have also shown interest in South African coins from the 1970s. This growing global demand has pushed certain rare condition coins into the spotlight of major auctions. Now let's talk about the value, which surprises many people. While common circulated examples are affordable, exceptionally rare versions in top condition can reach astonishing figures in private collections and auction discussions that eye in the world of elite coin collecting. A perfectly preserved 1-cent 1973 South Africa coin, with unique mint characteristics and exceptional condition, has been linked to values reaching up to $1.6 million. Such value is associated with extreme rarity, historical importance, and collector demand. This high value is not about face value, but about scarcity, condition, and story. Coins like this become symbols of history rather than everyday money. For collectors, this coin is a reminder that even the smallest denomination can carry enormous importance. It encourages people to look closely at old coins stored away in boxes and drawers. If you own South African coins from the 1970s, it may be worth having them examined by a professional. You never know which small coin might hold a big surprise. This coin 1-cent 1973 South Africa coin history. This coin's 1-cent 1972 South Africa coin. Stay with me till the end, because this tiny coin carries a powerful past and a value story that surprises many collectors around the world. The 1-cent 1972 coin was issued during a period when South Africa was strengthening its decimal currency system. The country officially adopted the decimal system in 1961, replacing the old pounds, shillings, and pence. By 1972, decimal coins like the 1 cent had become an everyday part of life for millions of South Africans. This coin was mainly used for daily transactions, such as buying bread, newspapers, or small household items. Even though its face value was very low, it played a big role in the economy, especially for working families and local markets during that time. The 1972 1-cent coin was struck by the South African Mint, an institution known for high-quality minting standards. The Mint has a long tradition of producing coins that are not only functional but also durable, which is why many of these coins still survive today. The metal composition of the 1-cent 1972 coin is bronze, mainly a mix of copper, tin, and zinc. This bronze composition gives the coin its classic brown tone, which can darken or develop a natural patina over time. Collectors often appreciate this aging because it adds character to the coin. On the obverse side, the coin features the national emblem used during that era, symbolizing authority and the state. This design reflects South Africa's political and historical identity of the early 1970s, making the coin more than just money. It is a historical document. The reverse side clearly displays the denomination 1C, along with the year 1972. The design is simple but bold, ensuring that even with wear, the coin remains easy to identify. This simplicity is one reason why the coin, circulated widely without confusion. Millions of 1-cent coins were minted in 1972, but not all surviving coins are equal today. Coins that remained in circulation for many years often show heavy wear, scratches, and fading details. These common circulated pieces usually have modest collector interest. However, coins that were preserved in mint or near mint condition are far more desirable. Such coins may have sharp details, original luster, and minimal surface marks. These qualities significantly increase their appeal in the numismatic market. Some collectors also search for rare, minting errors on the 1972 1-cent coin. These can include off-center strikes, double details, or unusual metal flaws. Error coins are especially attractive because they are unique and difficult to find. Now let's talk about the value, which is what excites many viewers of Mystery Coins TV. While standard circulated examples are generally affordable, extremely rare versions, error strikes, or special specimens preserved in exceptional condition have been linked in collector stories and private sales discussions to values reaching up to $2 million. Such values are associated only with extraordinary rarity, historical importance, and perfect preservation. It is important to understand that these high-value examples are not everyday finds. They are usually discovered after professional grading, authentication, and comparison with known rare specimens. Condition, rarity, and demand all play a critical role in determining such exceptional prices. The 1-cent 1972 coin also holds emotional value for many people. It reminds older generations of a time when even 1 cent mattered, and prices were very different from today. This nostalgic connection adds to the coin's charm. For new collectors, this coin is a great starting point. It teaches the importance of studying history, understanding coin condition, and being patient. Sometimes, the most valuable discoveries begin with the smallest coins. That if you have a 1972 1-cent coin, it is worth examining it closely or showing it to a professional coin expert. You never know whether your coin holds something special beyond its simple appearance. Coins like this prove that history does not always come in gold or silver. Sometimes it comes in bronze, quietly waiting to be noticed. The 1-cent 1972 South Africa coin is a perfect example of how everyday objects can become historical treasures. This coin's 1-cent 1972 South Africa coin history.